And welcome everybody to Pulp Audio, the show where middle-aged geeks get together and talk about crap they like. I'm Wesley.
I'm Bob.
I'm Sam.
I watched, and Sam did too, kind of, The Good Place. You watched 2 episodes?
Yes.
Of season 1?
Does that mean that I have to intro it with you?
No, you did not. I was just adding you because you did watch it. No, I watched season 2 in... I don't think it was all in the same day.
But it was close.
But it was close. Yeah. It was. I think it was like we watched them all but 2 episodes in one day and then had to go to sleep and then watch the other 2 episodes the next day.
Holy forking shirt.
Holy forking shirt, yeah. It's like, I love that.
Yeah.
Like, you
I
can't
gotta
swear
admit, that
apart.
was kind of funny that you can't swear, and they really tried to. Really
I'm
tried
not saying
to.
fork.
Yeah. I liked season 1 better. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Season 2 was very good, though. I have a couple questions about how the afterlife works.
Sure.
Including, how come the main reason you get into heaven or not after, during this decision process is because you figured out the trick to the quiz. Like, she wasn't good. She just figured out that what's his name was a fake version of what's his name.
Right.
Like, that doesn't give you...
No, but these were special circumstances.
These are special circumstances,
Yeah.
okay.
This is not the route most people take.
Most people take to get into heaven. Okay,
Right.
I guess that's fair. I enjoyed Janet in this.
Yes.
Janet and Dwight. Was his name Dwight, her boyfriend that she made?
I can't remember his name, but yes.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was
Yeah.
like Dwight or Gary or some
Yeah.
common name that a lot of times they use for
The sound stupicy.
yeah. Yeah, the computer version. Sam has agreed to be spoiled. By the way, I should probably say spoilers.
Yes.
There's no reason to not say spoilers because Bob talked about it non-spoilery, and I basically agree with him. But yeah, so Janet, the Siri for computer
Yes.
robot lady, she in this season. Tell you what, I'll basically spoil the fuck out of everything for you. So season 1, end of season 1, we find out that the good place that she is in is actually the bad place. Her, Chidi, the debutante girl, and the monk.
The non-speaking monk who is actually speaking.
Who's actually speaking. He's from Jacksonville, and he's like a drug dealer guy.
Yeah. He's there by mistake as well.
Yes, he's there by mistake as well. They're there by quote-unquote mistake. The other two, Chidi and the debutante, whose name I cannot think of, think they belong there, but don't. They're actually their reasons for being good people. Like she did charities and stuff. She did it all for the fame of it. He, trying to be a professor, totally ignored his family and people in general, and he just went for the philosophy thing in general. So they didn't deserve to be there. And this bad place was specifically designed to torture them in a specific way, so that they're being tortured by having to deal with each other. There was this idea that Ted Danson's character had, and he pitched it to his boss, and his boss said, "Okay, you got one chance. If it works, great. If it doesn't, no." And at the end of the episode, at the end of the season, they figure it out, and so he resets the clock, and he gets his boss to agree to a reset. And one more try. It's like, this is the first try. I'll get it right the next time. Season 2 starts out the exact same way. She wakes up and she's in the waiting room, and he explains to her because they reset their memories as well. And I think they go a full episode, and then she figures it out again. So he lies to his boss and doesn't tell him, and he just resets it without telling his boss. The next episode or two, they go through 600, 700, 1,000. I don't even know how many resets they do. Where the guy from Jacksonville figured this out once, and he's like,
really?
He's like he figured it out. You guys couldn't figure it out. Yeah, and then it's really, and they go through this what's it called where you
Groundhog Day,
but no where you do a bunch of scenes to show, and then there's usually
montage.
A montage. Thank you. Yeah, they do a montage of her figuring out, and a couple times Chidi will figure it out and things like that. And all this time though, he's lying to his boss, saying that no, everything's going fine. They're being tortured. He's filling out fake reports and stuff like that. So why do they eventually get to the one where they stop resetting it after they figure it out? Why did he choose to stop resetting?
Because his crew was
That's
revolting.
right. That's right. His crew, like all the other people, are demons, and they're there.
God.
They're there to help torture them, but they can't. Like they all kind of want to like poke them with pitchforks and things like that because that's their jobs. But they're actors basically. So the one, the leader of the actors says I'm going to tell on you and tell the boss that you're resetting without his permission, unless you let me run
be
it.
the boss, right?
So when they figure it out, he's like, okay, well I can't reset it, so let's team up together and we'll pretend that you're being tortured, but you won't be. I'll let you off. And we'll make it okay. And then in the meantime, I'll try to figure out a way to get us out of here so we can actually go to the real good place. And then they do kind of, and in the meantime, this is where Janet comes in. Janet this whole time is getting smarter and smarter. She's like the smartest Janet ever because she's been allowed to do all this stuff. And she's bored, and she makes herself a boyfriend out of nothing.
His name is Derek.
His name Derek. Okay, Derek. And he's sort of brain dead, but he can talk. But like Derek, he just says his name. I'm probably describing it poorly, but like I don't remember all the details because we watched it so fast. But then they.
But yeah, so Janet married one of the characters, the DJ.
the monk, the DJ monk.
The DJ monk.
She married him in the first season, like the end of the first season. They fell in love, and he married her, and then she had to get reset as well.
I thought he was married to the princess.
No, they were never married. They were just living together.
Yeah.
Like they're just
So she made Derek as a rebound guy because she was lonely. She had learned to love, and now she was lonely.
So she
made herself a boyfriend. Only she made him, so he sucks, and so it's. Yeah.
Yeah. And he lives in a tree and stuff like that. It's hilarious. But
and then they have the best breakup fight ever. It's just ridiculous because it's so obvious. Like she made him, and like he uses that as ammunition in the fight. It's just it's hilarious. Like I can't be wrong. You made me.
You made me. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. So they do escape the fake good place, and they get on this train, and they go to, oh god, I forgot about the medium place.
Yes.
The chick. Okay, there's a medium place. We basically purgatory, and one person in the entire history of all civilization and everything has made it to the medium place, and they go there a couple times.
Yeah.
But they don't remember it because it happened during these resets, and they're in the last one. So like she knows everything about them, but they don't know anything about. They think they're showing up there for the first time. And the best line in the whole show is hers, and she goes, you always end up leaving. Either you walk in on me while I'm masturbating, or I walk in on you while I'm masturbating. I lost my shit when she said that. That's fucking glorious. Yes. I walk in on you while I'm masturbating.
Because she's really bored in the medium place.
Because she's really bored because she's all alone for centuries, yeah. So, but anyway, so they get away and they make it to the judge, which is where I was talking to Bob about, like, the judge decides to rule on whether or not they can go to the good place. And then they end the season with she earned her right to go to the good place, but nobody else did. And they agreed that they would either all go or they wouldn't go. So she then lies and says that she didn't actually make it, so she didn't make them feel better, and that's where it ended. If I recall, no, there was one more episode.
Yes.
Ted Danson then says, "Well, why don't we, let's see if we can prove that they changed by putting them back on Earth and letting them continue their lives from the point they died." Like, make it so that they didn't actually die, and then see if they've actually changed, if they're different, better people now, and then we can do that. So like she doesn't get hit by the shopping cart that killed her, and the debutante doesn't get the statue falling on her,
right.
which was an amusing thing. The way she died, she was always mad at her sister because her sister always got the spotlight. That's why she was doing all this charity work and everything, just to get the spotlight. And so she
Which is
snuck.
why she wasn't actually eligible for the good place.
Yeah, that's why she wasn't eligible because the only reason
She
was
did
doing
lots of good, but it was all for the wrong reason.
But so she dresses up like a maid or like a waitress or whatever, and sneaks into her sister's birthday party or something. And there's a huge statue of her sister, and she's mad, so she throws something over the statue and tries to pull it down and pulls it on top of her, and it crushes her and kills her.
Oh my god!
That's how she died. And she actually uses that as ammunition against her parents in this one scene where she's like revisiting her parents. She's like, I died in a service uniform. I was crushed to death in a service uniform just to make you madder at how much of a failure I am. But anyway. It's a great show, and I'm so looking forward to season 3.
I am as well.
To the point where I thought about watching it on actual television.
Yeah,
that's how much I like it.
I will find out how to get some NBC.
Yeah,
Hulu.
Yeah, no, I get it on my antenna. I just can't actually sit down and watch TV at a specific time.
Yeah, I know. And commercials.
Yeah, oh god.
Yeah, but you see, if you wait until it's the last few weeks. You can get Netflix for a free month trial.
I get Hulu for a free month trial, yeah.
Hulu for a free month. And
watch
blitz it.
Right.
And then cancel.
Next year do the same thing
with
a different account.
Yes, but if I can wait till the end of the season, I can probably wait till next fall.
Exactly.
I wanted to say this about season 2 especially. They spent the entire season 1 setting up this great sitcom.
Yeah.
And they could have milked that for 3 or 4 seasons.
Yes.
Easy. They didn't. They blew it
They blew it apart. And then they did the same thing in season 2 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
They set up a season 2 the first episode. It's we're going to have just what we did in season 1 again, but different, and it'll be fun. I'm along for the ride. And then no, we're going to do this thing where we're resetting it all the time. They did that for 2 or 3 episodes. They're like, no, okay, now we're going to do this other thing with the convincing Ted Danson to be along with
good.
us. Yeah. And him turning good was fun to watch.
Yes.
Where Chidi's trying to teach him morals. He's a demon. He's trying to teach him morals, and he does the trolley thing where you're in a trolley driving down the road, and there's 4 guys working on the track in front of you, and you can't alert them, and you're going to hit them and kill them. But there's another track that you can switch to. That track has 1 person on it.
It's like a baby.
Or no, it doesn't matter what it is. It's just 1 person. There's 4 people and there's 1 person. You can save those 4 people by switching the tracks. Do you? Because if you don't do it, it's kind of like it's not your fault because you didn't make the trolley go out of control. So it's not your fault to kill those 4 people, but it is your fault to choose to kill the 1 person. So which is the right choice? And the first thing Ted Danson says, he goes, so obviously the goal here is how do you kill all 5 people? So he draws this picture of him holding a big sword out to chop the one guy's head off as he plows through. No, no, that's not the point of this thing. And then Ted Danson goes, well, why don't we we live in this place where I have control over everything. Let's just test it out. So he snaps his fingers and they're in the trolley. And Chidi has control of the trolley. And he's like, what do I do? And then they plow through the forest. And blood hits him and everything. He's like, okay, so you decided to do it. I didn't even know what was going on. And he goes, we'll just reset it. And he just plows through the 4 people here. Oh, God, it's so hilarious.
Yeah, the end of season 1, too, when the reveal happened and it became clear that Ted Danson is the best actor ever.
Yes, because he acted bad. He acted like a bad actor, which was fantastic.
Yeah, and the whole time at the beginning I was like, God, I expected so much from him. And he was so much better than I even realized. Because it was just bad enough. He walked that line so perfectly.
Yes, he didn't do it so bad that you knew he was doing it.
Yeah. It was beautiful. This is the most fun I've had on TV since Firefly. Literally.
Yeah, I kind of agree. It is a very good show.
Yeah.
I might give it another go, but I really do need to be in the right frame of mind to watch it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And you do.
That's fair. Okay, The Good Place. Yay. And that's it. If you want to send us an email like Crazy Not So Did, you can send an email to pulpaudioweekly@gmail.com.
Or you can call us on the Yak line. That's 216-YAK-GAMES or 216-925-4263.
7. Or you could send us a tweet on Twitter at Pulp Audio, not.com.
And if you want to check us out on YouTube, go to HMV Plays on YouTube and look for us there. And on my other stuff, too.
And we have a website at pulpaudio.com.
And until next time, I'm Wesley.
I'm Bob.
I'm Sam.
And all together we are
Pulp Audio.